that mighty Skywalker blood. And in my hubris, I thought I could train him. I could pass on my strengths. By the time I realized I was no match for the darkness rising in him, I went to confront him. And I was left with shame and with consequence. Because I was Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master. A legend.
Hey! Hey! Are you crazy? What's the matter with you? What happened?
What do you want?
You don't know who I am, do you?
Well, should I know who you are?
Not much time. Hang on, kid. I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
This is Rogue 2. Echo Base, this is Rogue 2. I found them. Repeat, I found them.
Fade in.
This is where the fun begins.
Hello there.
Crap. 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 Crap.
You know, you guys sure are friendly, aren't you?
I'll probably never meet him.
Might. There's something different about him.
The Force is strong with you.
Had enough?
What do you want? I'm busy.
No, we have a race.
No. There's nothing special about you. You're
Nothing.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary. 'Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Well, what's that then? I've heard worse. You liar! Come on, you pansy! Victory is mine. Just a flesh wound.
You will each be part of me, and together we will be complete.
Use the Force. Let go.
The Force is strong in this one. I have you now. What?
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.
I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Kainom. Like a rock.
Perhaps you referred to the imminent attack of your rebel fleet. Yes, I assure you, we are quite safe from your friends here.
He saved us. He really did it. May the Force be with us.
Greetings, programs! Together, we have achieved a great many things.
Greetings, programs. Welcome to the Not My Star Wars live stream. Star Wars news this week. Qi'ra, Firespray, Visions, The Mandalorian, Disney Gallery, and The Mandalorian Season 3. How is everyone today? There's not a whole lot to talk about, but I will hang with you guys for an hour or two, and we'll talk about the little scraps of news that there are. I hope everyone's great on this Friday night. As I've said before, I just ran up the steps. I literally just made it when the intro ended. As I said before, right now, everything sucks. There's not much to talk about, but I will cover the little bit that there is. Heads up, next Friday will be the last Friday stream for a little while. I will see when I come back, but I have to move by the 30th, 31st. So we'll do next Friday. If the Mandalorian behind the scenes on the 25th is anything interesting, I'll either make a video or maybe I'll do a short stream. We'll see. Outside of that, if anything else comes up, I will definitely do a stream about it, but I don't know that there'll be anything else. So next Friday will be the last. I will remind you again on next Friday until further notice. I don't imagine it's going to be a whole long time, but I would expect a few weeks without the Friday show. It is what it is. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about, and we'll get into the little bit of news. If you look very closely in The Rise of Skywalker, you can find the mistake that Luke as a ghost holds a lightsaber. This was a very minor mistake in the movie, just like the whole trilogy. Correct. So Lucasfilm, indeed. So some people compared Luke holding the lightsaber to Obi-Wan sitting on the log in Return of the Jedi. Sitting on something and holding something are different. Correct. The Force Ghost is performing an action that gives the illusion of him sitting down. In The Rise of Skywalker, he literally catches a material object. Completely different. People make the worst arguments when it comes to defending the stupid trilogy, and they do. Right now, I am such pain that I need anything to distract me of that, please. I'll try my best. Your stream was great the other day. You did awesome. There was one or two things I was going to tell you, but they were minor, and right now I don't remember them. If they come back to me, I'll tell you. But overall, really good. Just keep what you're doing. Pay attention to the chat. And it was a great stream. So very proud of you. Very good. And I hope you keep going. Salutations program. Salutations. Ki Arimundi. Count Dooku is a political idealist, not a murderer. The Clone Wars. Nah, fuck you. He kills people. Even likes it. The Clone Wars fans. Attack of the Clones and their stupid plot holes. Some of the PT were pilots to the Clone Wars. If someone said that, they aren't very bright. No, they're not. Why would the second pilot to a TV show be after the show? Because Disney. Hello there. Qi'ra. Isn't that Han Solo's hot ex? She's getting a show too? No, not a show. The Filonites are going to get their heir to the Empire, I guess. I don't care what people say. I like the Dark Empire story. Yeah, the Dark Empire story is great, but, you know, Disney will fuck it up. So it's Ahsoka all the time. Ahsoka all the time. Ahsoka all the time. Thanks to you, means a lot to me. Your opinion. Oh, no, it was great, man. It was, you had a good pace. You talked very well. You were reading the comments. It sounded like you were having fun. So, very good job. Keep going. Lego Star Wars, and I noticed like everybody in the chat was liking it. So, Lego Star Wars predicted the future. In the game, you can unlock Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan as ghosts, and they all hold their lightsabers. Why do you think there are very few Yoda species in canon? Because George wanted to keep them mysterious, like Boba Fett. There was a reason. But that's all out the window now, isn't it? They were all really expensive. They cost 1 million studs. Yoda was 1.2, indeed. All right, like I said, there's really not much. Man, the lighting was crazy today. Anyways, I'm so used to maybe the other camera on OBS now. There's very little to talk about, but we will look at some stuff. And, well, we'll do what we can here. I guess we'll take care of the two short things first, and then we'll get into the bulk of the articles. So, some of you may have seen this already, but this came out the other day. It's about 2 minutes. I'll play the trailer. Hopefully I don't get a copyright. I probably will, but anyways. Star Wars Visions.
何百年も前のことよ。ジェダイいう偉大な戦士がこの星にやってきて、うちの祖先がこの宝刀を託される。その刀は。
You guys can hear it okay? Because I have it muted on my end, so. Yoda would love Dave for revealing the name of the species. If George wanted people to know Yoda's species, they would have said their name a long time ago, correct? He said he very specifically wants it not to be known. Can you guys hear the video? Okay, good.
常に全力で支え合う。そいつはお前のもんじゃ。
お前は生まれた時からフォースに導かれていたのだ。
この時を待っていた。
このような闇と初めて対峙した。闇を感じた。
ちゃんと家族になれるから。
最高のライブにしよう。フォースと共にあらんこと。
謹んでお受けします。
Okay, so it looks pretty cool. It looks like 80s anime. It's of course going to do dumb stuff. Like there was the one I don't know if he was a Jedi or a Sith he must be a Sith, pulling a red lightsaber out of a hilt. Well, that's just dumb because it would just burn the hilt. And at the end of the day, it's going to be people's interpretation of Star Wars. It's not going to be Star Wars. So I think it'll be cool to watch. It'll be fun. It'll be different, but it's definitely not going to be canon. It's definitely going to break canon, and that's about it. I mean, some little cartoon comes out next month, September 22nd. Like I told you guys before, they're making this stuff as filler because they're desperate. They got nothing. They're desperately trying to fill time for Book of Boba Fett. So there you go. It doesn't look bad. It looks like it'll be fun, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be Star Wars. So it's basic. It literally is fanfic films. Because Lucas and Kurosawa might as well go back to the beginning. Yeah. Gru was product of the 70s key parties with Yoda and Yaddle. Yes. She was God, she looked good. More crazy, illogical lightsaber designs. Yes. Greetings. What's up, Adaptive? They need to construct their lightsabers every time they need to use them, apparently. Man, this could be so cool. And good old Tigger and Triggerism is involved. But that looked like anything but Star Wars. Yeah, again, it looks cool. I'm sure it'll be fun, but it's not Star Wars. At least Disney won't consider this anime canon. Well, you don't know that. I honestly don't know what to think of Visions. The concept seems weird in the good sense, but that's it. Right. Yet to them, it's more canon than the EU. Yep. Next year, Clone Wars Season 9, Andor, Kenobi, Mandalorian. Probably try to make Visions canon by saying it's a multiverse. Ever since the time travel was introduced, people keep wanting multiverses so they can include all this extra crap. Yep. Oh, I'm sure he's going to love Visions. He's going to give it a 10 out of 10. All right. Next. Again, there's very little, guys, so. Oops, hold on. Let me do that different. Okay. Experience the season 2 finale of The Mandalorian in a whole new way. A new episode of Disney Gallery. The Mandalorian arrives August 25th on Disney Plus. So this is what I was talking about. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it's going to be a big old nothing burger, but okay. Anyways, there's a little trailer here of Dildoni talking. So here we go.
This job is great in so many ways. I think people think the job is great because we get to tell the story, because we do these effects, because we get these experiences, because we go to Celebration, right? But also great is just standing on the side and watching somebody. You know, again, like I said, I saw a child. And
he has that ridiculous mud horn on the side of his damn jacket. Oh, Lord.
Inside John, that he experienced Star Wars. I sit there with Peyton. You see your crew just staring at Mark. And you realize they're remembering what it meant to them. And you realize that you've been a part of constructing something that's giving that experience to people. This good feeling, which fundamentally Star Wars should deliver a good feeling, an uplifting feeling in you and your family, your kids, whatever. This job is great. And so
you know, that's interesting because Star Wars hasn't given me a good feeling in 9 years. So I don't know what to tell you about that. Sorry for the echo. There wasn't much there anyway, so I haven't felt good about Star Wars in 9 years. Hey, that guy says it's good. Don't discount. I haven't seen you on YouNow in a while. Don't discount Disney. Have faith. They can fuck up the easiest of easy softball pitches with 40 years of hardcore dedicated fans and collectors. Yep. When people use a multiverse theory like this, honestly think there are morons who just want an excuse to keep going. The only two multiverses I know that work are Digimon and Power Rangers. Yeah. Star Wars, the reason it was so great was because it had that continuity. There was no alternate anything. And even those are insanely convoluted. Yep. EU didn't happen because it's a multiverse. Star Wars isn't a universe. It's a multiverse. There are so many rumors that they're adapting EU stories. Well, they kind of are, yes. Thrawn's coming. Yeah, I mean, they are. George Lucas said it very clearly. The EU is a separate universe. It's meant to try to stay in line, but it was always known that it's like a separate universe, not a multiverse that it could have gone that way or this way, like literally its own separate. One day I'll make the video. You will see the quotes. But a multiverse is different from a separate universe. Can I sue Disney for causing me apathy toward my former favorite IP? And maybe that's what we should all do, is just do a huge suit against Disney. Hopefully you guys could hear it. It was okay. What happened to Dave Filoni's hat? I don't know. Maybe somebody smacked it off his head finally. Disney, home of the multiverse. So who's in charge, Filoni or Favreau? Kathleen Kennedy. Speaking of which, we've got about a month, unless they say something in October, but we've got about a month for the Kathleen Kennedy's getting fired announcement. Good luck with that. You're going to hear she just got promoted to Alan Bergman's position announcement.
Uba. Uba. Uba.
Maybe I should do that next week or sometime during the week. It's true, I do need to get that done. I don't know if there's going to be much news next week. Maybe is that what you guys want next week? I finish up Jedi before we take the hiatus. It's not a bad idea. Echo. Uba. Savior of Star Wars is pure pain. People give him a lot of props in the comments of Twitter. I think that just by having Mark is going to be real Star Wars. Yeah. Won't be canon, just like Marvel. Look at Marvel, what if canon, so that means Star Wars. Yeah, probably will. At this point, none of it matters. For me, it's been 9 years. When I heard he sold it, I already knew we were fucked. But I said, okay, I'll give Disney a chance because they could pull it off. They have the ability to pull it off. But from the day I already sold it, I felt bad. 9 years ago. Or confusing ever since the age of the past. It's gotten so confusing and hard to understand. I don't even pay attention to any MCU stuff because it's just a mess. And different from the comics. It was a big mess I was dealing with, but good times nonetheless. Okay. Good. Huh. Time traveler so confusing. Yeah, well. Vague. Mostly so that it wouldn't interrupt the movies and vice versa. If the movies failed, the books were an option. Yeah. I don't know that I don't think that George looked at the books as an option if the movies failed. I don't agree with that. They were a supplement to, one, the universe for us, and two, Lucasfilm revenue. But I don't think that George had doubt in his movies. The thing is that George never made movies for money. That's what people don't understand. Some people think, well, he just did everything for the money. No, he didn't. He made the movies that he wanted to make. He knew that most people weren't going to understand him or care about him in the first place. It just so happens that Star Wars caught at the right time, and it was done so well that millions of people fell in love with it. But he wasn't making movies to make money on the big screen. He made the movies that he wanted to make. He told the story that he wanted to tell. It just so happens that it became the biggest film of all time. So I don't think he was ever the mentality of like, prequels have to work because, you know, I need to make money. Of course, he had numbers he had to hit to keep ILM and everything going. And the idea was, if they pulled off Jar Jar, then they would be able to pull off all these other films, right? But I never have known George to be about, like, you know, I need to make money. He wanted to make the movies he wanted to make. So with that knowledge, I don't think he ever considered the EU as a backup plan. It was a supplement to what existed. Because at the end of the day, the canon was his movies. The EU was just an extension. So I like retro blasting, but he says things like that. That's why I don't watch him or agree with him too much, because he's one of those EU people that insists, and I'm sorry, guys, George Lucas said it very plainly, it's not canon. No, she's going to get promoted. That too. Which is another thing that people haven't been connecting in their mind. Indy isn't going to be done by next month. She's producing Indy. So obviously she's not going to go away until Indy's done. Indy's going to be at least another 6 months between filming, post-production, marketing, packaging, getting to the box office, getting on Disney Plus. So how is she going to be gone next month when she's working on a movie that has months of time to be worked on? She's not going anywhere, guys. She's not going anywhere. Oh, what was that? The same Mudhorn? Correct. If it wasn't for Baby Yoda, he'd be dead. Again, for like the 18th time in 2 episodes. Books felt at least that wouldn't hurt the credibility of the movies. Yeah. Retro Blasting's awesome. He's a very smart guy, very nice guy. But he's stuck on that EU. It's just, it is what it is. Well, it ain't gonna happen until we saw Lucasfilm. People tell others are not real fans from the liking. Yes, too. Aren't those some of the same people who hated the PT? Correct. Jedi Group Watch. Yeah, I can do that next Friday if you guys want. Greetings, Dave. Good to see you, D. Real good to see you, bro. He didn't say it. It's more like the logic that the EU's canonicity seems to indicate something the fans sort of just deduced. Yeah. Well, again, like I just told you, I never heard from Lucas, nor did I ever take it as it was a backup. It was a supplement. George was always counting on the movies to function. Were they going to be massive billion-dollar things? He wasn't chasing that, and I don't think that he knew what was going to happen, you know? You take a risk with those type of movies. But he knew to maintain his story and to keep the canon, and that he was going to tell his story because he desired to tell that story and share it for people. It wasn't a money thing. It was a art thing. Good to see you. Star Wars was a very personal and experimental film for George. Correct. That's the thing. Poor Harrison Ford. Yeah, well, that's going to be a mess too. Indy 4 was the one with the aliens. Yes, this is Indy 5. People are so desperate that they will settle for air with current plot lines. Rook is dead. Ezra, Ahsoka all the time, and now Grogu and Omega. Yeah. And that's why they're going to do season 2 of. This is the thing. They probably didn't even plan on season 2 of Bad Batch. It got a little bit of traction. At least it wasn't like getting bombed. So they said, okay, well, we can do another season. Why? Because they need the filler. Because Mando season 3 hasn't even begun started. So that's not going to be done till 22, maybe 23 at this point. So they need some filler material. That's why they brought in season 2 of Bad Batch. It sucks that the old fans get compared to PT haters, so we're the ones seen as idiots, while the people who think it's okay to mess up the franchise are seen as smart. Yeah, well. I think he is more like he's stuck on the OT to be the only thing, no matter what. No idea how much he actually likes the EU. Retro? I've heard him talk about the EU and toys, especially the toys. Man, he goes on about the toys. And some canonicity with the toys. And I mean, I've heard him talk about all kinds of stuff. His videos are awesome. And again, I think he's a great dude. It's just that I also catch him with his stance on things. And it's like, dude, that's not what George Lucas made it very clear. I consider the EU as a separate parallel universe. Yes, that's exactly what George Lucas said. It's not a multiverse. It's not that, you know, at here there's a fork and it could have gone this way. That's what Dave Dildoni is doing. That's a big mistake. It was always 2 universes. Now, it's so close and so loved and so respectful that it was right there. And I get it. I love the EU. But George Lucas says it in several quotes. It's 2 separate universes. It's not his universe. The Bad Batch should have been an hour-long TV movie in the Downfall Camino instead of 16 minutes of nothing. Yeah, well, Disney. Kevin Smith working with former Weinstein assistant Leslie Headland is so cringe. Yeah, Disney. Unpopular opinion. I like Indy 4. It was the first movie I saw in theater. Really? And despite the parts that were pretty dumb or bad, I still liked it. Man, the movie was crazy. There's a lot of things I liked. It's a fun movie. And most of it was okay. It wasn't as good as the older ones, but it was okay. But it just goes like ping off onto this thing with the aliens or whatever they were. You know, that was what kind of killed it for me, because it just went off on some other thing. Plus, it was never about aliens. It was always about archaeology and stuff like that. And it just went off into, and I love alien stuff, but it just felt so out of place to me on Indy. Indy 4, the movie nobody mentions in the trilogy, right? A lot. Most people do not like that movie. The villain who recruited the people to be stormtroopers is probably the worst Star Wars villain of all time. I don't even remember his name. Tarkin told him to destroy Camino. Yeah. Admiral, what's his fuck? Which trilogy? The Indy trilogy? What's up, Greg? I don't remember, neither do I, because he's so freaking unimportant. I wonder what his treatment for the ST was going to be. Yeah, who knows? You're talking about George? Sadly, we're probably never going to find out. You know? And Disney won't reveal it because they already know that we're all going to be like, holy shit, why didn't you do this? They already know. People are going to want Dave Filoni's head on a fucking spike. He started replacing clones with regular people, and I forgot his name. Man, he's unimportant. Yeah, Lucas. Indy 4 fucked me up when I was little, even more than Raiders. Hello there, Greg. Unpopular opinion. More dinosaurs in Star Wars. There you go. We need more dinosaurs. Come on, man. That's what Star Wars is all about nowadays. It's dinosaurs and timelines, and, you know, it's great.
And we had ideas going up on the board and Daniel scribbling dinosaurs. It was so great.
Fun.
I just need to stand a step back from all of this. People are so triggered on both sides. The Falana Knights and this ST Truist. Trilogy is 3 movies. Indy 4 can't be considered part of the trilogy. Well, that's kind of the point. That there's only an Indy trilogy. That's really the point. No one defended George's ideas after 2012. No, it sure didn't. Rocks as well. Oh, yes. We have dinosaurs and rocks. Welcome to Disney Star Wars. Okay. Oh, man. All right, there's a few little articles I'll go over here. They actually happen to all be on the same webpage, which was very convenient for me today. Okay. So it's like 5 articles. They're all like short articles, but little bits of news. Some of it you probably already heard of, but Turkish Star Wars feels more like Star Wars than this ST, and it's one of the worst movies ever made. That's so funny that you know about that movie. I'm sure D. Pensek knows about that movie. If you don't, you just need to watch it. It's ridiculous. But yes. Man, half standards really gone that low. I grew up with so many great stuff, so much great stuff, that seeing the state of modern entertainment is depressing. It is depressing. It's all freaking trash. All of it. It's just garbage. And you got people that like for example, some people saw Black Widow and like, it was great, or Cruella, it was great. Yeah, in 3 months, you're going to totally forget about that film and you'll never watch it again. So was it really great? No, it wasn't. Ghostbusters was great. Back to the Future was great. Star Wars was great. Stuff that you talk about 10, 20, 30 years ago that you still watch because it's on TV, or that you get with your friends and family and watch. That's great. Not something that you went and like, oh, look at that, special effects, and then you leave and you're like, oh, okay, that was fun, and you forget about it 5 minutes later. That's not greatness. I did a lot of work with musicians, and I used to always tell them, guys, the measure of your music is 10 years from now. Will your shit still rock? If your music is still good 10 years from now, then you did something. If you are making something for this moment, it doesn't mean anything. And that's everything that Disney does. I mean, I want to be excited, but they're going to fuck that up too. Turkish Star Wars, yeah. We don't need good. We need fire, right? And there's just none of that. Yes, it's all dated. That's what they don't understand. Most of the time today is almost immediately forgettable. Yeah, 5 minutes later, you walk out of the theater. Maybe for 3 days, you're like, that was fun. And then you forget all about it. Anybody that saw Cruella won't be like, oh, 6 months from now, a year from now, let's watch Cruella. I love that movie, and have it in their collection. 50 people worldwide will have that Blu-ray. It's just Disney stuff doesn't even hold it for a week. Nope. People always cosplaying a Star Wars character 40 years later, 5 years later, no one's going to cosplay as Cruella. Nope. Not even 6 months later. Not this Halloween will anybody be Cruella. 5 people worldwide. Anyways, let's look at these articles. Looks like it's going to be a short one, guys, because really, there's not much of anything. But again, we'll look at this stuff. The Mandalorian Season 3 starts filming next month, according to Carl Weathers. Okay. I have to do this because many months ago, I said Rian Johnson probably won't direct The Mandalorian, but rather the Book of Boba Fett. And I got all kinds of shit. Oh, you're trying to black Bill, and you don't know what you're talking about, and they wrapped already, and blah blah blah. And then like over a month later, they're like, oh, we wrapped the Book of Boba Fett. So I was right again. Then I got people telling me, oh, Boba Fett started, or Mandalorian season 3 started, and you're crazy, and they're gonna do it, and blah 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 blah. Okay, months go by. Now about I don't know, a month ago. John Carlos Esposito said, oh yeah, we're going to start production soon. And well, a month went by, and now we got Carl Weathers talking about it's going to start next month. So they're way behind, and they know it, and they're in trouble, and they're making filler crap because they know they're way behind and they ain't got nothing. But let's just say they do start next month. Okay. Well, we're going to read this article as far as when, but let's say middle of September. Then you've got minimum 3 months of filming. So you've got October, November, December. We're at the end of the year. Then you've got probably about 6 months of post-production. Then you got the marketing and everything else. So if they're lucky, it'll be out for fall of 2022. But I think you're not going to even see it till 23. And it's way too late because people have already forgotten about The Mandalorian. People already don't care about The Mandalorian, and they keep putting out filler that's just further souring the punch. And, you know, it's just not going to, it's too late. It's too stupid. It's too little too late. And that, yes, of course, there'll be some people like, oh my God, Mandalorian season 3. What are they going to do? Grogu's gone. We're going to rehash Bo-Katan with the Darksaber. Didn't we do this in Clone Wars like 5-6 years ago? I mean, Black Widow. He was dead before it even aired. Mulan. What was that? Raya the Dragon. For like a week, people are like, yay, Raya, and that's forgotten. Where's all the Raya dolls? Where's all the girls dressing up like Raya? Where's this Raya all over social media? Oh, there was none of that. BSI. Absolutely it is. Like, literally. How pitiful is that? No, these are another one of those amazing gems. You know, like peanut butter crackers, cheese crackers? But there's a company called Munchies. And they always have the peanut butter ones, but today the dollar store happened to have the cheddar cheese. These things are the bomb. They're the best of these little crackers, far and away. They're freaking amazing. Munchies. Season 3 comes out in December of 22, and they're starting to film August of 21. Yes, exactly. Well, if you've been paying attention to any of the well, I don't know since Disney, but all the Star Wars conventions, all the comic book conventions, all the Star Wars celebrations, at least up until Disney got it, Slave Leia was like the most common freaking thing. There used to be there was pictures of like 50 Slave Leias. But hey, you know, that makes money. Let's can it. They're like cheese crackers. And they have Cheetos, yeah. They're magical. They're so magical that they're canon. Lion King 94 is a classic. Better. Yep. How many times over and over have kids and parents watched The Lion King? And then what about 2019? Yeah, it made $1 billion at the box office. There's plenty of things that get that hype that make the money in that first weekend or week. But staying power is what means 10 years from that, from 2019, ain't nobody going to be watching Lion King 2019. Are we at peak levels of Star Wars over saturations, or did we pass that stage? I'm confused. I think we're getting at peak levels because now they're just putting out total fluff. I mean, it was always fluff, but, you know, Bad Batch was just god awful. Holy shit, was that a joke? I was so relieved that this morning I didn't have to get up and watch that crap. Kathy hates everyone, including herself. Basically, if it says slave on it, it's going to sell. Slave Leia, Slave 1. Okay, well, it would have sold. Highlander holds us. Highest grossing movie of all time, and not many people seem to talk much about it. All right. This is simulcast on YouNow if anybody wants to support. Why, though? I don't know if you're still around. Yes, nerds. What's up, meow? Too funny. Okay. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger for you guys. That should help. So there's like 5 little articles here, so I'll just go down them. Mandalorian Season 3 starts filming next month, according to Carl Weathers. August 17th, 2021. This is all on comicbook.com. Though no official word from Lucasfilm has been revealed, surprising no one, another voice from the production of Star Wars The Mandalorian has revealed a potential start date for the highly anticipated 3rd season of the series. What is this? Okay. Star Giancarlo Esposito previously said that the filming would start soon, but now Carl Weathers has given a more specific time frame. Speaking during an appearance at Steel City Con, the actor revealed that he'll be acting and directing again in the new episodes. We're going to start a new season of The Mandalorian within the next month. So that could be September 31st. The Grief Karga actor confirmed, yeah, and I get to be in front of the camera again, and I get to direct again. He did do a good job directing, but, you know, when the story's all broken, it doesn't really matter. Production on The Mandalorian's Season 3 production on The Mandalorian's 3rd season has been delayed due to filming on its spin-off series, The Book of Boba Fett, which is scheduled to arrive in October. What? It's December. To arrive this October? I don't know if that's a typo or they've been told something different. Remember, it's December of 21. Okay. Taking the premiere slot that Mando had occupied for the previous 2 years. A recent report from Collider revealed that the new season of Mandalorian wouldn't be filming until after Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi series was no longer occupied Lucasfilm volume stages in Los Angeles. Number one, why aren't they making more of these stages? And number two, as you can see, everything's on hold because they're trying to stack all this stuff on top of each other, but yet they're trying to use the one freaking soundstage. I think we've introduced the world in which Mando exists now. Stuntman Brandon Wayne previously told Star Wars Sessions podcast about season 3. Not that there aren't going to be new things, I'm sure. I think there will be a lot less introductions and a lot more going back towards the first season of delving deeper into the character and things like that, I think. Wayne shared, he added, have I read one script? No. Have I heard some things? Sure. So I'm guessing, but I can tell you this, if anyone's going to be able to continue telling the story, it's Jon Favreau. And raising the stakes, it's John. Okay. Last December on the Disney Investor Day live stream, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy announced a batch of new projects headed to Disney Plus and set in the Star Wars universe. Kennedy shared that an Ahsoka series is coming and will tie in with The Mandalorian. Rangers of the New Republic was also announced in December, but has since been removed from active development. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe because you hastily fired the star of the fucking show, you dumb fox. During the live stream, Kennedy also confirmed the untitled Star Wars film from Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi. Yay. You know, the guy that knows nothing about Star Wars and that's going to purposely subvert your expectations like someone we know. Revealed Hayden Christensen is joining the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Gave fans a glimpse at the upcoming Rogue One prequel series, Andor, and more. All right. Star Wars Armada. I don't know what that even is. I'm just going to skip it because it's I don't know. I don't even know what the hell it is. I don't care. 22, we're excited to continue Star Wars Armada by prior reprints of existing products and through organized play initiatives. However, we currently don't have any new Armada products in development. We will provide. Okay, whatever. It's a miniatures game. Okay, that's what I thought it was. How about you make a proper Star Wars movie? No one gives a damn about miniatures. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga gets update after months of silence. Well, let's see what this is. This is August 20th. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga has been a long time coming. The latest chapter in a long-running Lego Star Wars franchise was first revealed all the way back at E3 2019 and was originally slated to launch in 2020. However, publisher WB Games ended up later delaying the project, and since that time has essentially revealed nothing new about what it will have in store. Fortunately, the silence is now confirmed to be ending in a little under a week. A part of Gamescom 2021, it was confirmed today that WB Games, I don't know if that's Warner Brother Games, I guess, will be showing off a new look at Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, to coincide with the world's latest gaming event. Although we don't specifically know what the information might be appearing at this venue, our latest look at the game will be coming on Wednesday, August 25th as part of Gamescom opening night, blah, 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 blah. Don't miss a world premiere, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga opening night. In all likelihood, we should obviously see a new trailer for Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga this time next week, but since it's uncertain how many more details will be coming out, title was slated to launch so long ago, there's a decent chance that we could hear more about a new release during this time as well. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's all, everything that I just read, that's the only 3 words that matter. For all the people that want to keep insisting on a civil war, and they're going to decanonize the sequel trilogy, and it's going to be separate, and it's going to be a multiverse, and I'll say it again. I told you so. Funko drops a Star Wars Force Ghost exclusive pop figure 3-pack. It's an Amazon exclusive, glows in the dark. It is cute. Obi, Yoda, Anakin. It's nice. But sadly, it's a Disney product, and I wouldn't even pretend to buy this or support this because they've destroyed Star Wars. So it's sad because these are pretty freaking cute. Anyways, I don't think there's anything here. The pack comes out October 15th, blah, blah, blah. There's a cute little Wicket here. But again, this is all Disney stuff, so fuck Disney. I'm not buying that shit, and I hope you guys don't either. All right, I'm sure a lot of you heard about this, but let's just laugh at Disney. Star Wars, the official new name of Boba Fett's spaceship revealed. Okay, here's what happened. Somebody at Disney was like, well, I'm smart. We need to get rid of the name Slave because we need a virtue signal. So we're going to call it Starship. Huge backlash from everyone, including Mark Anthony Austin. Went all over the news, went all over Twitter, and then they went to Dave and like, Dave, holy shit, we fucked up. How can we fix this? Can you... Don't worry about it, guys. I got it. We'll call it Firespray. Holy fucking shit, is Disney stupid. Star Wars has revealed the official new name of Boba Fett's spaceship, formerly known as Slave One. News that Lucasfilm and Disney were renaming Boba Fett's ship leaked in June, and needless to say, it caused a massive backlash within the Star Wars fandom, including a former Boba Fett actor publicly chastising the studio. I would love to know how George Lucas' reaction was. Some fans even started a petition to keep Slave 2's name intact, Slave 1, you fuckhead. But it seems it was all for naught. Boba Fett's ship has an official new name, and it is Firespray. The official name was quietly debuted in a press release about the current Star Wars crossover event, War of the Bounty Hunters. You can read War of the Bounty Hunters over in Marvel's Star Wars comics line this summer. The story takes place soon after Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and centers on Boba Fett trying to take Han's carbonite body back to Jabba the Hutt. Unfortunately, Boba gets robbed by Solo's old girlfriend, Qi'ra, who has brought the threat of Crimson Dawn back to the galaxy. What ensues is a free-for-all between the Empire, Galactic Crime Syndicates, Rebel Alliance, and every major bounty hunter in between, all battling to take possession of Han Solo. Okay, so there we go. We're fucking up the whole OT again because we all know that he got Han Solo, took off in the fucking Slave One, and that was it. Done. He went, gave that shit to Jabba, and got paid. Now we're creating this whole thing, pulling in Qi'ra from Solo because they want to do more shit with her. So now they're going to pull her in, fuck up Boba Fett's canon, fuck up Empire canon, fuck up the Carbonite canon, to pull in these other characters, and now there's going to be all this fighting and other bounty hunters. No, Boba Fett got over on everybody. He got Han, and he took him straight to Jabba. And now we're going to make this whole freaking thing further damaging the OT. And this kind of stuff is what the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is going to do. It's exactly what it's going to do. Has produced Behold the Vehicles of War variant covers that form one big poster for Star Wars War Bounty Hunters. One of these variants is of Boba Fett and his ship. And in the press release for that cover, we get the official new name of Slave One. Bosk in the Houndstooth, Boba Fett and Firespray, IG-88 and IG-2000, Zuckuss and the Mist Hunter, Valance, Bailart and the Broken Wing, Dengar and the Punishing One. So now we've brought in Valance, who wasn't even part of the story. Now we're bringing him in to further complicate shit. We're bringing in Qi'ra, and we're going to have all these people, robbing Boba Fett and getting over on Boba Fett. Boba Fett was the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. He got over on everybody. And now they're going to go and fuck him up. And they're going to further continue to destroy the OT. There's a bit of discrepancy as to whether or not Firespray is the actual class of the ship that Boba Fett's pilots. No, there is no discrepancy. That is indeed the class of the ship. As someone that knows Boba Fett as well as anyone on this earth, I am a huge Boba Fett fan. I am also a Slave One fan. And that is exactly what the Slave One is, a Firespray class ship. However, as Slash Gear points out, the nature of the list above seems to be placing each bounty hunter's name with the name of his, her, its ship. So Firespray indeed seems to be the official name. Slave 2, Slave 1, not Slave 2, will now have in Star Wars canon. At the time, listen, if you're breaking canon, it's not canon. At the time the news leaked that Boba Fett ship was getting a name change, it was said by Lego Star Wars lead designer Michael Lee Stockwell that we would be getting Boba Fett's starship. It was hinted that the change would be done for both easier marketing and merchandising of the vehicle and to avoid the obvious cultural landmine of the slave name. We're no longer sure about the formal reason, but the latter will certainly be a continued cultural debate for some time. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters is now unfolding in Marvel Comics. Okay, I'm thinking as a parent, I go to the toy store. There's this ship. I know a little bit about Star Wars. It's Boba Fett. Boba Fett's a notorious bounty hunter, and he's capturing people. In fact, I saw Star Wars when I was a kid, and I remember that he caught Han Solo. Am I going to be upset that a bounty hunter that's doing bad deeds has a ship called Slave One? No, it's the name of a ship, and it makes perfect sense. It's not encouraging or endorsing slavery. It's not even specifically speaking on slavery. It just makes perfect logical sense that his ship would be Slave One. And I don't know why they keep saying Slave 2 in this article, because what a bunch of boneheads. At the time the news leak for Boba Fett's ship was getting a name change. Oh, yeah, okay, I read that. Okay, so from way back in the day, on the toy, in old EU, in all the visual guides and dictionaries and all that stuff, the Slave 1, 2, 3, and 4 were always known as Firespray class starships or whatever they were. They were police. They actually started as police craft on Mandalore. Slave 1 was one that was highly adapted and upgraded and customized by Boba, which later obviously became by Jango. So that changed a little bit, but that was in the back. In canon, it was always perfectly fine. It's Slave 1. This is almost as stupid, almost, and in ways more stupid, but almost as stupid as calling a vessel the vessel. We're now calling the Big Mac a cheeseburger. Yes, I would like a cheeseburger. Okay, which one? A cheeseburger. Is that a McDouble? A Big Mac? A quarter pounder with cheese? I want a cheeseburger. Okay. It's almost as dumb as calling a vessel the vessel. And in ways it's much dumber because this is arguably the most legendary ship of all of Star Wars. And not only have you demoted the name and shit all over Boba Fett, but now you're going a further step into stupidity and calling it the class of the name of the ship. Star Wars reveals epic new battle, including Boba Fett versus Chewbacca and Darth Vader versus Qi'ra. August 19th. An epic battle of WWD proportions has just broken out between some of the major players of the Star Wars original trilogy era. The War of the Bounty Hunters crossover event continues to unfold in Marvel's Star Wars comics, and issue number 3 sees several duels break out between key Star Wars figures, including Boba Fett and Chewbacca throwing down, which, okay, that could happen. Solo's Qi'ra, who was never canon, was never there, and now they invented her, and now they want to bring her into existing canon, thus breaking canon, crossing blades with Darth Vader himself. I mean, seriously, what have they made of Darth Vader? Like, everybody can fight and survive Darth Vader now. Ahsoka, you know, clones. Now you're going to have Qi'ra. When it comes to Star Wars fan service, few battles were delivered on the scale of War of the Bounty Hunters #3, and the fight is still heating up, literally in some cases. So again, they've reduced Darth Vader to just nobody that everybody can survive and beat, and like, what's the freaking point? He was the Dark Lord of the Sith that struck fear in everywhere he went. And now it's just like, well, even Qi'ra, non-force user, 90-pound, tiny woman, is defeating or surviving Darth Vader because he's so stupid. The War of the Bounty Hunters crossover has hinged on the chaos caused by Crimson Dawn and its leader, Lady Qi'ra, stealing Han Solo's carbonite prison from Boba Fett en route to Jabba the Hutt's palace. To be even bolder, Crimson Dawn held an auction for Solo's carbonite prison. Why are they calling it carbonite prison? And invited everyone from the Hutt clan to the Empire, to every criminal syndicate and high-rolling scumbag in between, to come bid on Solo. Not surprisingly, things ultimately boiled over. Okay, that's just plain stupid. Invited the Hutt clan to come bid on their own bounty? Who the fuck is writing this? Jabba would have them all squashed. Remember, Jabba controls the entire Outer Rim. You do not fuck with Jabba the Hutt. The Empire goes to him to ask him permission to be able to be moving around in the Outer Rim. But Qi'ra's setting up a freaking auction and inviting the Hutts. Have you ever seen Star Wars before? Anyone at Lucasfilm? Darth Vader crashes Crimson Dawn's auction after learning about Solo being the prize. Why? He tested the chamber, gave it off to Boba Fett, and why the fuck would Vader care? It has nothing to do with Vader. That's Jabba's bounty. Once again, has anyone at Lucasfilm watched Star Wars before? Vader wants Solo to draw out Luke Skywalker and his rebel friends. Then why would he give him to freaking Boba Fett? To finish them off once and for all. However, Lady Qi'ra isn't ready to let Vader just come in and bully his way to the Crimson Dawn's prize. After all, Qi'ra has had her own experience dealing with Sith Lords, or rather former Sith Lords, after working for Maul. To prove Crimson Dawn's might, Qi'ra takes on Vader in a duel. Okay, so first of all, did she duel with Maul? I really doubt it. Second of all, Darth Vader's a whole other level of thing from Darth Maul. Third, no, she never did anything with Darth Maul. That's Dildoniverse. That's Solo that lost a lot of money. So there's Qi'ra. And yeah, she's hot, and yeah, she's cool, and all that's great and dandy, but no. Not everyone here is afraid of you, Darth Vader. Incorrect. That was the point. Darth Vader came around, and everybody was shitting their pants. Meanwhile, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, and Lando Calrissian have all snuck into the action. Oh, boy. Only to run across Boba Fett in the rafters. After scoping out the situation between Vader and Qi'ra, naturally, Leia's crew and Boba have some fresh tension since the bounty hunter just grabbed Han. Chewbacca feels particularly raw about it, enough to try and rip Boba's head off. Okay, that again. Have you watched Star Wars? Anyone at Lucasfilm? If they're going to be mad at anybody, it would be Vader. Vader just handed him Han. It's not Boba's fault. He's just doing a bounty. If you're going to be mad at anybody, you would be mad at Vader. As Lando points out to Leia, the key factor in the fight between Chewie and Fett is that they can't use blasters on fear of alerting Vader to their presence. Well, wait a minute. I thought not everybody was afraid of Vader. Why are you having a fear of alerting him? Are we contradicting ourselves in the same fucking sentence? It's hand-to-hand combat, so Lando gives his blessing in the form of saying, beat his ass, Chewbacca. For a while, Chewie has the upper hand, quite literally, but the Wookiee underestimates Boba Fett's experience killing Wookiees. The savage bounty hunter catches Chewie with his flamethrower and nearly cooks a Wookiee. The battle makes it clear just how real the beef was between the rebel crew and Fett by the time Return of the Jedi went down. Okay. First, Boba Fett has literal Wookiee pelts on his fucking suit. So I love Chewbacca, and Chewbacca's very decorated and a great warrior and all that, but no, Boba Fett would serve his ass. Not to mention all the weaponry and shit he's got on his suit. He would have taken him out before he even got into a fist fight with Chewbacca. The whole thing is just fucking dumb. Now, have you watched the movies? Anyone at Lucasfilm? Because Chewbacca has nothing with Boba Fett in Return of the Jedi. Was he happy that he had Han and Carbonite? No, but that was Darth Vader. Boba was just doing his bounty, delivering freaking Han to Jabba. That's it. Chewbacca didn't have anything against Boba Fett. If he did, he would have gone right after him or attacked him or done something. He wasn't. He was just there worrying about Han. Han accidentally hits his jetpack. Nobody had beef with Boba. Darth Vader did that. But has anyone at Lucasfilm seen Star Wars? No, they haven't. Whoa, Chewbacca, he's all in flames. Well, let me tell you something. He's all fur. He would be all fucking burnt. And like, you ever seen like those dogs that they shave? Yeah, well, easy there, buddy. I got you. His hair would have been all freaking burnt off. As for Qi'ra, it's clear in her duel that she's come a long way in her Terras Kasi. But as Vader quickly demonstrates, martial arts and swordplay don't mean anything against the Force. The only thing that saves Qi'ra from a horrific death is the arrival of Luke Skywalker, the one person who immediately commands Darth Vader's attention. Luke lost his fucking hand. Luke is in the Millennium Falcon, sweating, shook. They show him then at the end of Empire, where he finally gets his hand, he's in no position to fight or do anything. He still has to go train and do all that. And he's with Leia. He puts his arm around Leia. What do they say? Lando, when I find Han, I'll notify you guys. I promise. Do you remember? They're on the medical frigate, and they detach, and then they go. And he's like, I'm on my way to Tatooine. Because there was no Qi'ra. There was no he got suckered, and they stole the thing, and Darth Vader. And no. The movies clearly show that they fucking... Luke doesn't have his hand. He gets his robot hand. He's there on the frigate. Lando and Chewie go straight to Tatooine because that's where we all know that Boba took Han to. There was no in-between. Boba from Bespin went to Tatooine. And furthermore, I didn't bother to look, but just a moment. Holy fuck, is Disney stupid? Holy shit, are they stupid? Dave fucking Filoni. Oh my god. Can I not... All right, let me see. Let me see if I can just pull up the picture in my stuff. My lord. Maybe it's there. I mean, seriously, have these people watch the movies? Here. Okay, let me see. Here, I'll look with you guys. So you see. Let me do this. That can close. That can close. Let me look at your comments real quick, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. My lord. They just make a further mess day by day. It's insane. Kathy, Avatar. Local Ollie's has Solo packaged TIE Fighter with action figure for $10. That's funny. Everyone thinks I'm crazy when I point something out. They think you're crazy. I'm so relieved I stopped watching The Bad Batch after 4. Yep, you totally didn't miss anything. Disney gonna ignore Carl Weathers. Oh, they certainly will. We're getting Boba Fett's visions, and that's all we know we're actually getting. Everything else was pulled out of someone's ass and trying to keep the hype moving. It's Ahsoka all the time, Ahsoka all the time, Ahsoka all the time. Removed from active development. Nothing to see here. Move along. Lego Star Wars. Lego Skywalker Saga keeps getting pushed back. Yep. Warner Bros. Okay. Yeah, it's because they're figuring out how to tie it all in. Armada, whatever. Pretty odd that Warner Bros. Is in charge. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Your opinion on YouTuber Anomaly Inc. I think he's really good. There's a few things I don't agree with, and I don't remember specifically. I have to go back and watch. But he said some things about Disney, like Rebels or something he was defending, and I'm just like, I just, there's nothing in Disney that I can defend. And I have very short fuse for people that try to defend any of it. But outside of that, I think he's just really cool. He makes some... He does a lot of live streams. I don't remember like one of his videos blowing me away, but he does make good videos. Anyways, overall, I think he's cool. I like him. I just, I'm not a huge fan or anything. You guys are all the best. Happy Friday. Hey, Andy. And again, I don't want anyone to take it wrong. I think he's a great channel and you should check him out. He's a cool dude, but he's just not like, it's not like Mahler that he makes, you know, wow, oh my God, look at those videos, you know. There are a few videos that I watch of his that I very much liked, and he's entertaining too. He's like a little more of a jokester. So I don't have like a bad thing to say about him, but I also wouldn't be like, oh, he's the guy. They won't be decanonized. They will just be an alternate universe. Yeah, we'll see what they do there. They ain't going nowhere, I can tell you that. Hey, look, it's the Lego Star Wars characters that took so long to unlock. And by the way, I really doubt they're even going to do an alternate universe. What they're going to do is literally tie it all in, as Jon Favreau said many months ago, that we're connecting everything. And I keep every week showing you guys proof of they're connecting everything. What do you think of the High Republic? It's a fucking joke. Thrawn will be the leader of the First Order. Yes, he will be the one that actually creates the First Order. Yep. He's totally going to be the one that brings back Palpatine and creates Snoke and all that. All of that is going to be Thrawn, the one that's wanting these samples. So from Bad Batch to Omega to Grogu to Snoke to Palpatine to Rey, it's all going to be Thrawn's fucking fault. That's what they're going to do with Thrawn. Slave one, slave one, slave one. It will forever be slave one. If you're a true Star Wars fan, it's a fucking AT-AT and it's motherfucking slave one. Lame. Hello there. Hey, Wes. Slave One's rename certainly can't be Vessel because that name's already been taken. Correct. If not, they would have done that. Firespray. Are you shitting me? That is what Disney's solution is. Firespray. And again, that is the official class. That is what it is. It's a Firespray class starship. But you don't call a car a car. You call it, a Chevy or Wilma or whatever it is you call it. It's not, hey, car. Thank God for Grogu's yellow lightsaber. Now the little dude may want a purple one. Yep. He'll get a rainbow one. Dude. Firespray sounds so bad. I feel like setting my house on fire while I'm in it. Yep, that's what Dave Dildoni came up with. Him, or they went to Pablo or Dave, and they're like, holy shit, everybody's freaking out about the Slave One name. And they're probably like, well, yeah, it's the Slave One, dude. And they're like, well, what can we do? And then either Pablo Dildo or Dave Dildoni were like, oh, yeah, but we'll call it the Firespray. fire crotch. He sprays fire at his wrist, so it makes sense. Sounds like a sex act gone wrong. What a bunch of morons. Yeah, well, Disney. If Disney thinks Star Wars is so offensive, then why the fuck are they trying to associate the sums with it? Why did they buy it? Why did they buy it to change it all? It doesn't make any sense. They're literally changing the entire franchise. Spraying fire, that's what happens when you get an STD. Yes. Listen, guys, they didn't buy Star Wars because they give a fuck about Star Wars. They don't give one goddamn about Star Wars. They just wanted the name. That's all they wanted, was the name. To be able to say, we own those words, STARWARS, and we can just slap it on anything. Here, Star Wars, vodka bottle, go buy it. Here, Star Wars, lighter, go buy it. That's it. Here, pen, Star Wars, go buy it. This has nothing to do with Star Wars, but it has the name on it, so go buy it. That's what they bought, was the name, because they don't care a goddamn about Star Wars. Never have and never will. Yes, Kenobi show is going to be action-packed, pretty fast, and stupid. Yes. What a bunch of babies. Yeah, well, oh my God. Cultural landmine, because the only people who ever were slaves were Black Americans, right? Meanwhile, there's slaves all over the world right now today as we speak, and they're not just Black. Also, it's okay if you think it's a bad thing for the ship to be called Slave One because he's not a good guy. Yeah, well, you know, he is a bounty hunter. It's so innocuous, any debate is unnecessary, yes. So stupid. Yeah, well, welcome to Disney. Slave One has always been one of the coolest ships in Star Wars. Yeah, well, not anymore. I've been waiting for your streams all week. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Calling it now. The next spacecraft they make will be called Ship. Yes, it sure will. Have you finished the High Republic anagrams? No, I haven't even looked at them. I've been in so much other stuff. That's like calling the Falcon Carillion light freighter. Plus, there's a whole bunch of new ones now. So that'll be, I think what's going to have to happen is when the High Republic ends, like an Alkalite, I'll look at all the names and try to go back and look at it all. It's just too much right now. That's like calling the Falcon Carillion light freighter. Yeah, exactly. Or the YT-38, whatever the model is, you know, it's like, it's the Falcon, dude. I mean, seriously. I meant to mention that last week, Wes, and it slipped my mind. And it's funny, I thought about it earlier today because I was talking about it. Oh, that concept art for the new High Republic characters. So there's probably more anagrams there. Now, some of them, like Yariel Proof, he's been in canon for a while. So background canon, but he's been around. So cheeseburger, no Coke, Pepsi. Dave does anything and people cry with tears of joy. The Bad Batch was worse than The Force Awakens. It was fucking awful. I've got to get off. Love you all. May the Force be with you all. Take care, Andy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know if you heard, next week will be the last Friday that I do this for a while. So just a heads up, you may want to come around. And I will probably do part 2 of the Return of the Jedi. Hello there, Wes. They made Darth Vader look weak. Yeah. Every freaking time now we hear of Darth Vader, he's like some chump. Till next time. They're just making Star Wars shit. The real Star Wars episodes 1 through 6. Yep. Listen, guys, it ended in 2012. R.I.P. It's been done. Qi'ra. Who's Qi'ra? Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Solo's girlfriend. Who ends up being, you know, working for Darth Maul and the Crimson Guard and all, or Crimson Dawn, whatever. That's Qi'ra. So instead of Boba Fett taking like a day or two to get to Jabba the Hutt, now it's probably going to be right before Return of the Jedi because they want Qi'ra to be involved. Yes, and apparently she stole Han Solo from Boba Fett. Right. Because, you know, girl power, because the Force is female. Right. She's the fairy tale character in Solo. Right. Didn't Leia try that in Return of the Jedi? Well, no, because he was already there in Jabba's palace. I mean, yes, but the point here is on the way to Jabba's palace, they hijacked Boba and got his fucking trophy. Yeah, all right. No, they have not seen Star Wars. Plinkett meme. Yes, what's up? Did we go over Kevin Smith is going to be ruining Star Wars like he ruined He-Man? No, I haven't heard that. I don't know about that. What's up with that? Crimson Dawn, he died in Solo. Why the hell is he in between 5 and 6 when Boba delivers Han to Jabba? Because Disney. Even though, and plus, isn't Solo like before A New Hope? Yeah, it has to be because he's a young Solo. So we're talking about Qi'ra, like, how old is Qi'ra? 20? 22? And that's got to be, Solo's got to be 10, 20 years before A New Hope. So she should be like 40 something. And she's getting over on Boba Fett? Has anyone at Lucasfilm seen Star Wars? Seriously, this is a serious question. If you work at Disney Lucasfilm right now, I know you watch my shit. Please let us know. Have you ever watched the movies? Even though Kevin Smith ruined He-Man, at least he loved the prequels and George Lucas' work. Yeah, well, I got nothing good to say about Kevin Smith anymore. Maul in Solo should have been Savage instead. Why does everything need Maul when he dies in the first movie in chronological order? Because they can't let go of shit because they have no creativity, so they have to constantly dip back on things that they know that work because they can't come up with anything on their own. James, I just got par with Savage in the Clone Wars. Neat character. He went off to find Maul. Yes, they could have done a whole thing with him. Instead, here we are with Maul over and over and over again. Qi'ra, she's one that gave Solo his dice. Correct. She blew on Solo's dice. That was eventually given to Leia after his death. Correct. People try to describe canon in a way that justifies Disney mess, especially the bigger lore YouTube channels. Just admit Disney screwed up. Yeah, well, Star Wars Theory is never going to do that. That guy says actually Luke gave them to Leia when he was teleporting aircraft. Then when he disappeared, so did the dice. Wow, Luke's an asshole. Why didn't he just leave them on the Falcon? Well, because Disney. Boot his ass, says Lando. Man, that's whack and so out of character of Lando. Plus, when have you ever heard any swearing in the galaxy far, far away? What a bunch of nerf herders. Yeah, well, beat. That guy's, what happened to a time they only said damn and hell. Now they're saying bastard shit stuff you'd hear in Guardians of the Galaxy. 2 stormtroopers and Mando said, oh my God, no one said that in the old stuff. Yeah, well, Disney. He was a really cool nerd, and then he had that heart attack or stroke or whatever, and his brain just like wires got crossed and he became a dumbass. That's the only thing I can say. He just became a total dumbass. And I think part of it is he wanted to be a superstar, and Clerks and all that got him fandom, but it was more of a cult. And I think after his stroke, he's like, well, fuck it. I'm going to suck as many cocks and pander as much as I have to because I want to be super famous. I want to be with the big boys. So that's what he's doing. For years now, he just like has been on his knees straight 24/7, just pandering away, chugging on that shit, trying to get famous. And he don't give a fuck about everything that he's destroying or making fun of. That's what I think of Kevin Smith. They're bringing Darth Talon, and yet I already know they're going to mess her up. They think being hot is one of the worst things that you can do, and they're going to ruin her. Oh, yeah, she's going to be all covered up and dumb. The whole point, her whole MO was to seduce men, to get them into bed, fuck them, and kill them. Disney's obviously not going to do any of that. Slave one forever. Yes, indeed. To the people saying that there is a plan to decanonize the sequels, they didn't do that for the EU. They just snapped their fingers. Yep. Slave one is the one. Millennium Falcon should be renamed Ray Mobile. Yep. Sell Lucasfilm. Solo loves money, a whole lot of it. So Qi'ra is the bitch from Solo. Yeah, I didn't even watch Solo, so I don't know any characters from that movie. Yeah, you're not missing anything. She's hot. She's Daenerys, and her character's okay, but the movie's so dumb that it's like Star Wars story that actually lost money. Yep, they managed to make a movie in Star Wars that lost money. Kevin Smith, everything they've made has lost money. Kevin Smith might direct The Acolyte. Who cares? I can't believe next week it's going to be your last stream. For now, I'm going to miss your streams. Yeah, I mean, I'll be back. It's just for a while. I got to figure out where I'm going to be living and what's going to happen. So it is what it is. Imagine if there was a story where Catwoman wasn't seductive or sexy. Yeah, well. Can you or anyone else that has good editing skills work on a Slave One montage just to piss off Slave One detractors? Well, I do have a video that's called Boba Fett and Slave One 2021 that has quite a bit of Slave One stuff. And it's funny that you mentioned that because just today I was thinking about that very thing. When I have the time, I will get every Slave One scene that I can find, and I'll make a video. It's not going to be very long or special because there's not much, but I will be making some sort of a Slave One tribute. There is kind of one already, Boba Fett and Slave One 2021. All right. So what I was going to show you guys. And we'll get back to that article. Hopefully you see the map. Yes. Okay. If I remember. Okay. First of all, let's put things in perspective. Here's the center core. Here's the inner rim. Well, more so like here. See all these planets. Then there's the mid rim. And then all of this outer rim is Jabba the Hutt. Now, I'm trying to remember where Tatooine was. Was it up here? No, I think it's down here because of Geonosis. Tatooine, Geonosis. Okay. Now I need to find Bespin. I know over here is Hoth, Endor, Baccarat. Oh, look, it's Batu. Outer rim. Here's Mustafar. Bespin. Okay, Bespin and Hoth are right next to each other, ironically. And then you got Tatooine and Geonosis right next to each other. Okay, so you see here? That's how close they are. And in fact, there's a hyperspace lane right here. Okay, and then you would just dump off here, dump off, and you're right here. Probably within hours, Boba Fett went from Cloud City to Jabba's palace. Within hours, dude. Maybe an hour or two. Not even days. That's what I wanted to show you. Tatooine, Geonosis, Bespin, Hoth. Right here. You come here, or you go up here. Here's a major hyperspace lane right here. And then you just dump off here. He's probably there in hours. But yet now they're going to bring in Vader and the auction, and Qi'ra gets over on Boba Fett, and holy fucking stupidity. As for Qi'ra, it's clear in her duel that she's come a long way in her Terrakasi. But Vader quickly demonstrates martial arts and sword play. Blah, blah, blah. I saw that. So then they say Luke is the one person who immediately commands. Luke wouldn't even have time. From the time he got his hand chopped off at the end of the Empire, Boba Fett's already got haunted Tatooine like in hours. Luke then takes months to heal, recoup, go train with Yoda, get his head straight, accept that Vader's his father. I mean, all this stuff, like a year goes by, literally a year goes by, but between Empire and Jedi. So has anyone at Disney Lucasfilm watched Star Wars? Just one of you? Has one of you seen Star Wars? Apparently not. Okay, and here's this is about it right here. The Star Wars reveals new behind-the-scenes look at Luke and the Mandalorian Season 2 finale. Lucasfilm and Disney often attempt to keep all corners of the Star Wars galaxy a secret from fans as to not spoil any major reveals for them ahead of time. With the Season 2 finale of The Mandalorian bringing one of the biggest surprises in all of pop culture last year, when Mark Hamill reprised his role of Luke Skywalker for the TV series. Even in the wake of the appearance, Lucasfilm, the cast, and the crew of Mandalorian kept coy about how such a scene was pulled off. But now that we're 8 months out from the appearance, fans are getting an inside look at how the episode came to life, with Disney releasing the above clip from a special episode of Disney Gallery, Star Wars The Mandalorian, which breaks down how the return came together. Check out the clip above and watch the special when it debuts on Disney Plus August 25th. Star Wars describes the new special in last year's Season 2 finale of Star Wars The Mandalorian. The appearance of a young Luke Skywalker was one of the biggest reveals and best-kept secrets of the acclaimed show thus far. The story of the cutting-edge technology used to bring Luke back is the subject of a special extra episode of Disney Gallery, Star Wars The Mandalorian. Watch the new clip featuring fan favorite Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker from the Disney Gallery, Star Wars The Mandalorian, making of the Season 2 finale. The second season of The Mandalorian was recognized with 24 nominations at this year's Emmy Awards, including Best Drama, Disney, blah, 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 making Season 2, blah, blah, blah. Nominations, not wins. And as far as I know, it didn't win one. The Season 2 finale included the credit of Max Lloyd-Jones as the double for Jedi, which inspired even more theories about how the sequence had been pulled off. Even one of the VFX supervisors for the series, Hal Hickel, admitted earlier this year that it was a sequence he wasn't allowed to talk about publicly. That particular aspect of the effects of the Season 2 is probably the thing I can talk about the least, Hickel shared with the Resistance broadcast. But I will say this. One, it was always important for everyone involved to have Mark involved. So it's not just like, well, we are recasting and we'll deepfake over him. Mark had to be involved with crafting the performance, and he was. He was there on set when the scene was shot. He was totally involved all the way through. He continued. Also, Peyton Reed, who directed the episode, he'd done some previous de-aging work with Michael Douglas and Ant-Man. So he had worked with some folks in the process and everything for that. So that played a part into what we were doing and how we did that work. And it was part of the decision-making process. Richard Bluff, who was the overall visual effects supervisor on The Mandalorian, and myself, we were both very much involved in giving feedback on the work and presenting it to Jon Favreau and Peyton and Dave Filoni. So those were the primary drivers on the work. Peyton's experience with Ant-Man and Mark had to be involved. Luckily, this upcoming special is sure to answer a number of questions the audiences have had about the event in the months since the episode was unveiled. Disney Gallery Star Wars Mandalorian making of Season 2 finale will premiere August 25th exclusively on Disney Plus. Here's more Qi'ra nonsense. I'm not even going to waste my time. It's just more going to piss everybody off. It's, here, Qi'ra and the War of the Bounty Hunter. She's going to fight Vader and tie in again because they're tying everything in and people want to insist there's a civil war. It's tying in Solo and Qi'ra, and she's going to fight Vader. and she's a badass, and Darth Vader's a little bitch, and you know, Disney Star Wars. And then here's some reshoots, 2-3 little scenes of reboots, and there's just Pablo Hidalgo. Nobody wants to know hear anything from that idiot. So that's about it. Yay, aren't you excited? This is fucking Disney, man. Oh, man. Slave one forever. Yes, indeed. But 2 being in the Outer Rim makes sense because nobody goes Galaxy's Edge, whichever. Yes. The many things that Disney and my ex-girlfriend have in common is that they always say that they will change for the better, but lie instead and try to piss you off and make you feel like shit. There you go. I'm sorry if that's what your ex was like. Emmy, Oscars, Grammars, Urkel, equal elitist circle jerk. Yeah, and to my knowledge, they didn't win not one of those 24. So I haven't bothered to even go look, but obviously if they won, you know, it would have been all over social media. Like, oh, look, we won Best Drama. Well, I didn't hear shit, so I'm assuming they didn't win shit. Kathleen Kennedy reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. They're both totally bitches and make things toxic for everyone. Yeah, well. Pablo Dildo. Yes, Pablo Dildo. Oh, my. All right. Well, that's about all I got, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I mean, that's really looking at and aims to purchase Spider-Man. No, I haven't really heard anything about that. I'm sure they've been after that for a long time. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. They don't want to talk about how they did the effects for the Mandalorian. No, apparently not. They're going to supposedly talk about how they did Luke in that finale, but not the general show. So anyways, like I said, that's probably going to be a 15-minute thing. You know, we de-aged Luke's face. Mark Hamill was on set. Great. We had to put him with Grogu because it's cute. Great. The story doesn't make any sense, but don't worry about it. It's Luke Skywalker. Suckers, go cry, go make YouTube videos. We got you now. Great. That's what it's going to be. Oh, and by the way, he's still Jake Skywalker. I don't remember if I've seen it or not. I know about it. I don't remember if I've actually seen Assault on Precinct 13. I'd have to see some of it to refresh my memory. It doesn't stick out to me as anything special, so I can't say that I did or remember it. So I don't know what else to say or talk about this week because there just ain't nothing else. Goodfellas, they said, fuck you, pay me 3 times. Sounds familiar. There you go. I'll look at the toy section at Walmart tomorrow and see how much it shrank. Yeah, let me know. Well, you guys aren't overly talkative, so maybe I'll just end here. I mean, I don't mind taking a quick break and then coming back, but really, guys, there's not anything Star Wars related to talk about. Fuck Dave Filoni. How about that? And if you like him, go watch his shit. Why are you here? You think Dave was in a room talking about Star Wars with George and Dave, that George would side with your opinions even without being biased? Yes, he would, because he wasn't in the room with George. He was in the room, that one clip you saw, because Dave Filoni himself said, I saw George Lucas 3 times a year. So do your homework. The person that was with George Lucas every day was Jonathan Rinzler. Fuck Dave Filoni. He's the reason that Star Wars is broken. Favorite Star Wars character? Luke Skywalker. Worst Star Wars character? Jake Skywalker. Yeah, fuck Dave Filoni. He's the whole reason all of this is broken. That dumbass. So anyways, you enjoy your Bad Batch. Fucking trash. All of it. Trash. Fuck Dave Filoni. Well, I don't really have anything else this week, guys. Next week, maybe we'll do Jedi. I don't know that the Mandalorian gallery thing is going to even be worth talking about. It's probably going to be a 15-minute nothing. So, yeah, maybe I'll mention it, but if there's anything worth, I can make a video, but it'll probably be a condensed down 5-minute video of how stupid they are, because there's not going to be anything. Mark Hamill's fake as fuck. Yeah, I love him very much as Luke Skywalker and an actor, but he's not a very good dude, honestly. If you pay attention to his Twitter, he's pretty freaking crazy. That Dave is Rian Johnson's apprentice. Yep. Jay-Z, did you know that Dave, your boy, was hanging out with Rian Johnson while they shit all over Luke Skywalker? No, you probably didn't know that, did you? Fuck Dave Filoni. People just learn, Mark Hamill is fake. Yeah, sad snatch. Dave hasn't even watched the Star Wars movies. Don't come on this channel and try to defend him. Now they're making excuses like Knives Out being good. Yeah. Sell Lucasfilm. 100 times the Clone Wars breaks canon when you return. Yeah, that's something I need to do, for sure. Grabbed a black collection figure of the Mandalorian. Well, hey, it's your money, dude. I could have said more, but Mom wants me to do some yard work. Uba. Yes, indeed.
Uba.
I don't think they're going to be worth anything, bro. Mandalorian's going to be long forgotten. As soon as Boba Fett comes out, I mean, they're not going to be worth anything. I don't know. This guy that popped in, Jay-Z. Why are you so rude to Dave Filoni? Do you realize that he has shit all over Star Wars? He's been rude to millions of fans for 40 years. And you're in here telling me that I'm rude to Dave Filoni. Hilarious. Do you really think if you were in a room talking about Star Wars with George and Dave, that George, yes, absolutely, he would totally side with me because Dave Filoni has destroyed Star Wars? What are you thinking? Absolutely, George Lucas would agree with me. 100% Firespray. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? I was buying it secondhand on eBay. I refused to fly, give Disney and money any whatsoever. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, hey, to each his own. If you want a Mandalorian toy, dude, get it. But to me, it's like, why would you want a non-Star Wars toy? Like, what's the point? It's up to you, dude. You do what you want. It's your money. I wouldn't buy anything from Mando. It's not even Star Wars. Bad Batch should have been canceled. Called the babysitter batch. I think they may be valuable simply because they aren't many out there, not because it doesn't matter. There's things that are rare out there that aren't worth much because it's not just the rarity. It's that somebody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about the Mandalorian, dude. 100 people on Earth care about the Mandalorian. I mean, it's not going to be worth anything. But this is your money. Sad sex. anyways, I guess I'll end this episode of Star Wars news this week because there's really not much anything else. Like I've said a million times, they're connecting the sequel trilogy with everything else. Ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't nothing going nowhere. Kathleen Kennedy will be getting promoted next month, and Star Wars died October 30th, 2012. So sell Lucasfilm and have fun. George Lucas literally spoke on the phone with Ryan while No, he didn't. Not at all. That's the funniest thing I've heard. He absolutely never said that. And the idea of Luke being on the island is true to his outline. No, it is not. It's literally absolutely opposite of his outline. Wow, bro. You're just making up shit. He hates the movie. You're so funny, dude. Wow. I remember that there was an idiot on Time in the comments section that is trying to fight and argue with you, and you just sat there all calm and telling him off and speaking facts. Yeah. See, the reason I'm not even going to waste time with this kid right now is because for the past 2 years, I've long been exposed and destroyed all that. I'm not going to waste time right now going over the same proof that I've shown you guys. I mean, all of you know it's just that he was on the phone with Rian Johnson. That's funny, bro. That's hilarious. Take it easy on that handle, brother. You're killing it. It's all everything you just said was a complete lie. GF's outlines had Luke on the island. The movie sucked. Is a Disney page shill. Changed my mind. Yeah, he probably is. Remember I told you, can someone at Lucasfilm? I know you watch my shit. Well, I'm sure Jay works for them. You remind me of people on TikTok. Making of documentary. George calls and sets up a call with Ryan. Oh, okay. So we've gone from him all the time on the phone and saying that he loves it to he's setting up a call with Ryan. I love how they love to stretch shit and try to make it fit and work. Like, but too funny. Oh, I had to make popcorn. Yes. No, I've seen it. You clearly haven't seen it. We're staying here until Jay-Z leaves. No, I'm leaving. I'm finishing. I'm not even going to waste my time with an airhead. You're not going to convince me or anyone in this chat or anyone that watches my replays of the lies that you just said. Too funny. Not even Dave Filoni had an audience with George Lucas. And you think that Rian Johnson, who completely broke Star Wars, had an audience with George Lucas. Too funny. Oh, boy. It's hilarious watching these shills try and best not my Star Wars, and he easily swats them down like music. I mean, I don't even have to try. When people hate you on your stream and say stupid Disney crap, if you don't like Not My Star Wars, get off the stream. And you're right. It's like you don't have to be here. Of the film, George fucking calls him. Sure he did. TFA is bad. TLJ is worse. Strauss is the worst. Jay-Z should change his name to Mr. Fantastic because he's stretching a lot. He sure is. I wish you could engage the shills. It's comedy gold and way more entertaining than anything Disney has made in 20 years. And again, he lied on himself because his first comment, I will remind you guys, literally spoke on the phone with Rian Johnson while making TLG. Multiple times, George said he loved the film. Good luck showing us one. Too funny, dude. Dude, you're a preschooler dealing with a fucking professor. Jay-Z should change his name to Mr. Fantastic. I wish it engages shills, comedic gold, and way more into anything Disney has made in 20 years. It's interesting to hear what delusions they have. Yeah, I mean, they're so desperate to convince you that the movies are good because they like it. Jay-Z must like these films, and that's okay. If you like them, fine. but you're not going to convince a real Star Wars fan that it's good or that it's Star Wars, because it's just not. And you just desperately want to be heard. You just desperately want people to be like, yeah, right, you're right, dude. That is awesome. That is Star Wars. And it's just not going to happen. People with brains aren't going to listen to you. I love the stock live stream you made and how you just laugh at the Mickey Mouse Club when they're losing money. Yes. TikTok is the place to find shows. Yes. Spoke on the phone with him multiple times and then said he loved the film. Sure he did. And the TLJ documentary secretary comes in and says, Georgia, yeah, of course, they set that up. It's too funny. Did you see Rian Johnson and George Lucas on the phone? Dude, I've seen the clips. Long time ago. I also saw Mark Hamill crying on the set of The Last Jedi. So I don't know who you think you're going to lie to. Now we went to the right to see how the story keeps shifting, and this is what the Disney Mickey Mouse Gettiers do. They come in hot. Oh, but you don't know what you're talking about, dude. You're an idiot. That George Lucas was on the phone with him all the time. I mean, one time. I mean, the secretary was saying that he's calling. I'm not even going to waste any more time. Oh, my God. Now we went to the secretary. I love this supposedly because George Lucas was a couple phone calls with Ryan the Moron, who apparently gives his blessing to the Disney abortions. Yes, it's hilarious. He loved the film. When he was literally asked, what did you think of the film? And he certainly did not say that he loved it. Oh, jeez. You're the one that came in here saying that they were talking on the phone. Why would they show it? Because of course they would. If George Lucas endorsed it, they would be showing that all over the place. See, George Lucas loves it. And they don't. Why? Because they can't. Dude, I don't know what channel you think you're on. Yeah, this isn't Theory's channel. You're in the wrong place, buddy. When did you not say that he loved it? When did you not say that he loved it? I never said that he loved it. You came in here and said that George Lucas said multiple times he loved The Last Jedi. That is the biggest lie that I've ever heard in my life. You know it. I know it. And everybody in this chat and who watches this video knows that that's an absolute fucking lie. Wow, dude. You're stretching. You really suck on Mickey's balls. Have a great night with that. It's ridiculous. It's hilarious. Disney legit wrote the Encyclopedia of Mind Control, Manipulation, Rhetoric, Propaganda, and bullshitting the truth. Oh my God. My face after watching the sequel trilogy. Yep. Another thing that Disney and my ex-wife have in common is they don't listen to people. Yeah, well. When has he publicly come out and said that he loves it? You came in here and you said that he said multiple times that he loves the film. Show us the proof. Oh, now you're switching it up. The secretary said there was a call and that he didn't say that he didn't hate it, though. And I've literally have talked about this in many streams. I'm just not even going to waste my time. If you want to educate yourself, Not My Star Wars is the realest and best Star Wars channel on all of YouTube. Have fun. You just said that George said he loves the film. Then you said that call wasn't taped. Right. Again, we're dealing with a child, a preschooler dealing with one of the top professors in the world. I'm not even going to waste my time. I love you guys. We'll see what happens on the 25th with the Mandalorian thing. If it's worth making a video or talking about it, I will. Friday, we will do Jedi Part 2, unless there's a bunch of news. Maybe then I'll do news, and then Saturday or something do Jedi. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure something out. We'll see. I'll figure it out somehow. But worst case, we'll do the second part of Jedi. That might be a good way to take the hiatus. Not that I've been needing to do. It's my favorite film after all. So, man, those laughs were great at the end. Really, thanks. You made my stream 2 hours, and now everyone that sees this can just fucking laugh their asses off at you because you just said the most ridiculous shit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, literally, like, I've talked about this. I'm not gonna waste any time with it. Oh man. Yeah, my pleasure, D. Great to see you, bro. I'm still not sure which way I'm going, so we'll figure it out, but I'll talk to you soon. May the force be with us. Yes, may the force be with us, because we certainly are going to need it. As Anna says, because we're really, really, really going to need it. Yeah, that was great. The best part of that, why I'm laughing so hard, is because he does what every Mickey Mouse Coutier does. They come in hot, they talk big shit, like you don't know what you're talking about, and then within their own defense, they dismantle their own shit. I don't know. He's nobody. I don't know, and I don't care. That was a really weak attempt. Really weak attempt. Go to Star Wars Theory with that shit. Maybe you'll have some fun there. Because that ain't gonna work here. Oh my god. Too fucking funny. It was great for laughs, though. I appreciate it. Where are you?
Uba. Uba. Uba.
Charming to the last.
Zooming at the lightning speed of computer blips.
If Video Man were here now, you'd be in real trouble.
But he isn't. Almost at the speed of light, Video Man streaks through the maze of wires, following the powerful pulses right back to their source. In microseconds.
May the force be with us.
May the force be with us, baby Jen. May it be with us indeed. All right. As always,
please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
Let's see what you guys are talking about here. May the force be with you, bro. I laughed on my sorry hater, my ex, because they say the most stupid shit and they can't back things up and still argue with you. Listen, this is a message to anybody out there. If you're going to come at me, be prepared to be embarrassed, because if there's one thing I know in this world, it's Star Wars. So you better get your game up. You better know what you're talking about, because I do. Oh boy, you came to the wrong channel, buddy. Take that shit to Star Wars Theory. Oh my god. Yeah, may the force be with you guys. Again, either way, next Friday we will do something. Most likely I'll do the Jedi. If there's a bunch of news, I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll do 2 streams here next week, maybe something on the weekend. But I got to be out of here. The internet cuts off on the 30th, and I got to move out of here the 31st. So next Friday is like the 28th or something like that. So maybe I'll sneak something in on the weekend. We'll see. We'll see.
There's something very important I forgot to tell you.
What?
Don't cross the streams. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Anyways, I'll see you guys after.
After. After what? After.
Yes. Okay, Adaptive. I'm gonna take a quick break and eat, so I'll take a look. Be well, everyone. George, talked to Ryan on the phone and just planning on doing it soon, and we'll be seeing in the documentary. Right. I would love to see the footage of George Lucas on the phone with Ryan Johnson. Meanwhile, Kathleen Kennedy clearly explains that they worked very close together. He went off to the mountains for months to write the story, came back, first draft, they just made the film. There was no George Lucas involved or conversation or any of that. But you wouldn't know that because you don't know anything about Star Wars. Zombie feet. Google it if you are brave enough. But hey, bye everyone. May the Force be with you. Yeah. Next Friday is the 27th, right? So I might do something over the weekend or something. You know, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. If there's a bunch of news, maybe I'll do Jedi on the weekend or something. We'll see. I don't want to do like a long news and then Jedi. I'll do separate. So we'll see. Anyways, oops. Oh, I can move them around. Ooh. Well, hello there. I just found something out. I'll have to take the time to reorganize this then. I can literally move around my clips now.
My spider sense is tingling. What's next?
All right, guys. I'll leave you with what else can we do? Here's Jay-Z coming in hot to my room. Ending up flat on his face. You picked the wrong channel, dude. You picked the wrong channel. Oh boy. All right, guys. Hey, Jay-Z.
Fade in.
Oh man, I don't even have to try. Literally, you all make it so easy. Alrighty then. You know the solution, guys. Hashtag sell Lucasfilm.
Wipe them out. All of them.
Yes, I'm moving. I have to move by the 31st. I don't know where I'm moving yet, so here's where the fun begins. One of the best streams. That was really pretty funny. Yes, wash hands. That's basically what I do with people like him. You came to the wrong channel, dude. Love you guys. I will see you next week, if not sooner. As of right now, we'll do Jedi Part 2 on Friday. If anything changes, we'll do whatever. And like I said, I'll try my best. Maybe I'll sneak another stream in there either this week or next weekend just for a little bonus. But next Friday will be the last show. Not last show, but, you know, we're going to be taking a hiatus until I figure some stuff out. Could be a few weeks, might be a month, might be 2. I don't know. I will try to come back as soon as possible. Maybe I can just pop in for a quick half an hour and say hello at some point. But as far as like a real Star Wars show for Fridays, it's going to be a while. So make sure you guys are around next Friday, and you know, we'll keep on keeping on. I know I've been saying videos are coming. There will be some coming. It's just a lot of shit going on, but there's a lot of projects I just need to wrap up. Some stuff will be coming, and well, I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys. Thank you as always. Support Jonathan Rinzler. Remember that this stream, every stream I do, every video, will have the fundraiser button. You can always donate to St. Jude Children's. There's also the Rinzler. If any of you need the link, I'll try to add it to the videos when I get a chance. But if anybody needs the link, you know, to his pancreatic, well, I guess that's probably over. That was to raise money for his hospital expenses. I don't know if it's still open, so I'll have to look at that. I will also be contacting the family soon here. I just have, obviously, like I said, a lot of stuff going on. So be good, be smart. Fuck Disney and fuck Dave Filoni. Holy shit. And I will see you guys soon. Yeah. Even if you don't have money, you can send a tweet, you can send an email. If there's something you guys want me to send to them, just let me know. fuck Disney for so many reasons, but once again, you mess with my friend, and I've only just begun. I will see you guys next week, if not sooner. May the Force be with you. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video. May the Force be with you.